Hello, this is Anita, and in this video, we'll talk about how to implement queue using arrays. As we have seen something related to queues already, I'll move on to this one. We are into the process of implementing a circular queue. So we have seen when the circular queue is set to be empty, and we have seen when the circular queue is set to be full, and when is there only one element. To have a quick recap of everything, we'll see. So when we have a rear plus 1 equal to front, then it is meant to be full queue. Okay, so rear is one position behind the front. And whenever you talk about plus 1, please do not forget to put this modulo operation. Then if is empty is when your front value is equal to minus 1. And when there is only one element, your front equal rear. So you need to remember three conditions. When rear plus 1 modulo equal to front, then it means that it is an empty queue. Oh, I'm sorry. It is an full queue. When front equal to minus 1, then it is empty queue. That is queue underflow. And when your front equal to rear, then it does mean queue has only one element. So with this understanding, we should move towards the code and try changing that into the format as we need. So as we have discussed earlier, this is what the usual construct for implementing a CQ. But if you want to convert it into a generalized procedure, we have to put a typedef struct queue, and I'm giving an typedef name as queue. And whenever you want to initiate an variable of type queue, you can just give q1. And wherever you want to access these things, you just want to put q1 dot front, q1 dot rear, q1 dot cq, and q1 dot n. So this is how you are going to access the structure element. As you have studied structures earlier, you will be able to understand this. So this is the change that you should be making in this. And for this code, if we want to generalize this, we need to convert it into CQ. Need to insert this object, which queue that you want to insert, and what is the value. If it is an integer, you have to put integer, otherwise you have to put what is the data type that you are. And I'm replacing the same code but with concept of structure. Queue front, because this is queue here, so front equal to rear plus 1 mod dot n, because all these are elements of a structure. Of queue return, then front equal to minus 1, then q front equal to q rear equal to 0. Else q dot rear equal to q dot rear plus 1 n. Now you have to insert that appropriate element in the q dot cq. dot CQ here equal to, should I put Q dot val? No, because val is a formal parameter. So this is how you replace this code with a general structure of Q. So when you want to call, you should call like this. For example, insert Q, Q1 comma 10, where I have an object of Q, Q1, right? So if I have two Qs in a single program, I can use the same function. For example, Q, Q1, Q2. I can insert 10 in the first Q and I'll be Q2, 20. So in the same program, I have two Qs. One is Q1, another is Q2, where Q1 contains 10 as the first element, while Q2 contains 20 as the first. So this is how insert Q is performed. But there is another important thing that you want to do is, these three can be a part of main method. So whenever you declare something like Q1 and Q2, a variable with this structure will be developed. For example, I have Q1 and Q2, then you have a CQ here. So under Q1, you have a CQ and you have a front pointer, rear pointer, everything would be here. Even for under Q2, you have a CQ array and you have a front pointer, rear pointer and en. Because in our structure, we do have these things only. Okay. So now this variable is only the part of the main method when I pass this as a parameter and this parameter gets into here. For example, if I call Q1, this Q will be Q1. But the only difference is a copy of Q1 is made into this function. See, the function would contain another copy of Q1. So in the main method, main function, it will be using one memory area, while inside the function, it will be using in another memory area. So in this function, though you insert 10 here, it will not get reflected in main. So as you think here, it will not just store the 10 here, only it is getting stored in the main, the function. When the function ends, this structure will also get deleted. Hence, we should not pass this by the value. We should pass everything as a reference. So, I'll tell you how to pass this as a reference. So, when you try to pass that as a reference, you are trying to pass the address. Hence, you have to mention ampersand Q1 and ampersand Q2, where ampersand represents the address. So, I'm sending the address of Q1 and address of Q2. And here, I have to write star Q and int L. So previous version we have written just Q, but now we are going to write star Q, indicate that is an address. So now a local copy is not created. The copy in the main method, it is shared by your function also. But there is another small change to be done here. You have to write front, wherever you put the dot operator, you need to go with the dash operator, arrow operator. So just a dash and followed by a greater than symbol. So where should I change? Here and here. Wherever the structure comes, you need to change. Yeah. Yeah. So this is how insert CQ works in our program. So similar to this, we shall change the delete CQ also. For delete CQ, you can find two versions. One is the version that we have seen earlier, and this is the version with Q parameter inside and with the address operator, so passing by reference. So when you watch in the first statement here, front equal minus 1. For the same statement, I have written Q's front equal to minus 1. Similarly, all the values are replaced like this. Q front, C front, here Q front. And don't forget, you need to put this operator because it is an address. All the operations are done in this way. And coming to the display part, again this is very easy for you to change. You need to display a Q, right? So you need to write here one argument as, and here Q star, so Q and of rear, and once assigned it will become an integer, so you can put of front, and here F and R are not address variables, we need not put here, but here also here n minus 1, here Q of F, here. Well, these are the changes that are required to modify this display function. Okay. And in the main method, you have to, you can say that, see, you could say that Q1 and Q2, and insert Q1. So insert Q, I have name of insert Q, just writing ins Q, then Q120, Q20, Q, Q1. Similarly, many insertions can be done, and for deleting I can write del Q, which Q that I want to delete, Q1 or Q2. If I write Q2, then the content from the Q2 will be taken out. Right? So this shall be done based on a menu-based program. So this is how your Q has to be changed. The next video talks about comparing Q2s. Okay, watch that and be prepared. Bye bye.